I'm Tom from DIY Life Tech, and today I want to show you some real-world ePMV or RPM data on my ad revenue from Ezoic. And I started using Ezoic about 3 months ago, and I did that because for some of my niche sites, I heard that it has much higher RPMs, or as they call them, ePMVs, versus Adsense, which is what I was using before. My site's not big enough, at least this site is not big enough yet, to be in the Mediavine network or AdThrive or the bigger networks. So Ezoic is kind of a perfect fit because they'll accept people at any size, and they have, as I'll show here, much better RPMs than AdSense. So on AdSense, I was getting an RPM probably around $3 or $4 per thousand page views, and that's pretty typical on AdSense. My site that I'm demoing here, I've got a couple of different sites in my portfolio, but the one I'm going to show you is BayAreaTelegraph.com. It's a local news and travel site for the San Francisco Bay Area. So, pretty good US traffic. That's the one thing that's going to definitely impact this in a favorable way. And I'm looking here at 2 weeks of data, basically the last 2 weeks of November, just to give you a slice of data from the site. And you can see it's a good number of visits to get kind of a representative sample here. It's not a huge number, but almost looks like about 8,600, almost 10,000 page views there if you round up. So yeah, 8,600 page views I think is enough to get a sense for how the site is going to perform. And you can see here in the Ezoic dashboard, you can get a lot of data on your traffic and on how the different pages are doing, which is a really nice thing about Ezoic's platform. So integrated with Ezoic, I've got this running. This is after about a month of time for Ezoic's AI to sort of figure out the site, which is important. And we'll skip to the most important piece that you're probably all wanting to see right away. Check out the average ePMV, which is equivalent to the RPM, $11.32. So that means for every 1,000 page views on the site, I'm getting paid $11.32, which is pretty good for an ad network that doesn't require a certain level of traffic. You can really just put this on any site that's approved by AdSense. You have to be an AdSense approved publisher first. There's quality guidelines. There's requirements for it, but there's not a page view requirement like there is for Mediavine. And yet still, I'm getting at least 3 times what I was getting for an average RPM on AdSense here with Ezoic, $11.32. That's quite a powerful thing to have. Definitely a reason to use Ezoic right there. I was kind of skeptical at first. I didn't really believe that the AI tools were going to get me there, and in the beginning they didn't. In the beginning it took probably about a month for the system to really learn my site. So I was getting those ePMVs. So if you're starting with Ezoic, don't get discouraged. It was about $3 ePMV in the beginning. I was going, this isn't going to be good. And then, I stuck with it. And as it learned my site, the AI sort of optimizes the placement of ads. And now I'm at this level. Even better than that, if you drill down, you can actually filter here and see some of the pages on the site are doing way, way better than that. So some of these, 150, that's unreasonable because it's only a couple of visits. But even if we look down here and we look at some pages that got a number of visits, were starting to get into significant data. This page, for example, 56 visits, that's good enough to get kind of a representative sample. $39 ePMV on that, or RPM, so that's great. This one here, 114 visits, and I'm still at a $36 ePMV. And I'll go into some details on other videos of why these pages are so high and how to optimize your ePMV and your earnings from Ezoic. But again, pretty impressed with the fact that I can achieve on given pages, even with a pretty significant, not a huge amount of traffic, but enough that I can get a sample. I can achieve almost a $40 ePMV on there. So I'm encouraged that I can get this 1132 even higher as I create more content that's optimized to increase my ePMV. So takeaways from this: if you're using AdSense and you don't mind the setup process for Ezoic, which is a little bit intense, it takes some time to get the system set up, you should definitely make the switch because, tripling your ePMV or RPM versus AdSense is pretty impressive. Just overall, an $11 ePMV is really good. That's enough to, if I scale up traffic on this is a pretty new site, so it's really not getting a lot of traffic yet. But if I scale it up, I can actually make significant money from display ads on that site, especially if I optimize to get higher. I can probably get this even up to 15, maybe even 20 as an average ePMV for a lot of the pages on this site. If you want to check out Ezoic, I put an affiliate link in the description down below in the video. You can click on that. I'll get a commission if you sign up, so thanks for that. It won't cost you anything, and you can get right into that early access, the Access Now program is what I'm linking to there. That's available even if you have a brand new site. As long as you got good content and you'll pass their inspection, there's not a page view requirement. So click on that link. That's going to take you directly to that program. Great for smaller bloggers, or even if you're more established, you're not in Mediavine yet, which I'm told has up to $27 RPMs, maybe even a bit higher. Ezoic is going to be a great option. So check out that link, sign up, try them out, see if they give you better results than AdSense. Click on that link, go ahead and do that. And again, that's no cost to you to sign up through that, and it'll take you right to the correct page. A couple other caveats here. This is a really high traffic time of year and a really high RPM time of year because we're capturing Black Friday and other sort of high shopping times, which tends to drive up ad rates. So it might be that this will drop a bit as we get out of the holiday season. Just keep that in mind. And again, it's not a huge number of page views. I think 8,600 is enough to get a sense for where this is ultimately going to land. But I'll be even feeling better about my ePMV here from Ezoic when I have 100,000 views in 2 weeks and I'm still presumably seeing this high value. So really great versus AdSense, really good overall in terms of the ePMVs I'm getting here. Check it out. Click the link down in the description. Sign up. Try it out on your own site. I think you're going to be really happy with the performance of Ezoic and these high ePMVs. But again, over $11, pretty good.